Hey, this is Harold. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, and in today's video, I'm just going to be going over my eval and going over my trading day. So, as for my eval, I actually did not take a trade today. Yesterday, I had a win of 259. Last Friday, I had a win of 996. So, I have about 1.7k remaining, and honestly, I don't know if anyone else really talks about their eval and exactly like every trade that they take. I just want to be transparent with you guys and show you guys what's going on in my journey and what I'm doing to get better, what I'm doing to get rid of bad habits that I have, and just taking you guys along day by day, right? I don't know what other people do, but if they do, cool. Like, I'll be another person that does it on the internet. If they don't, even more cool, right? So let's get into the daily bias that I had for the day. So every morning, 30 minutes before the morning, I set a plan for myself. And today, the plan was we were looking at yesterday, right? So yesterday, we saw a rally to the upside with a consolidation end of day. This rally started when we broke this weekly value area high, and then we held above this weekly value area high around the monthly POC. You can also say that this is a POC just as much as this is a POC, right? They're pretty much the same in terms of volume. So during pre-market, we had price consolidate and open relatively flat, pretty much flat compared to yesterday's close, right? Opening pretty flat compared to yesterday's close, and the plan for me was to the long side, I wanted to play a breakout of previous value area high, and to the short side, I wanted to play a short of this weekly value area high. The reason the long side I chose this level was because this was yesterday's high as well, so I wanted to see a break of yesterday's level, as well as this is 7,000 for ES. So 7,000 is a big psychological level that I know most people are looking at, so I wanted to play that as well. So a break to the upside, I was targeting right here, the monthly value area high. To the downside, I was targeting the monthly, you know what, let me redo that. To the downside, I was targeting the monthly POC slash weekly POC, somewhere in that range, right? This is the point of control is pretty much the mean of the volume profile, so price tends to gravitate back to the mean. Yeah, so knowing that context, price opened today at 69.89. We initially saw a sell-off, we held, then a rally to the upside. Let me actually just screenshot this for you guys as well so I can draw. Right, so this was the open for the day. Price sold off, held. We saw a rally to the upside on decent volume. Volume of 10,000 with the delta percent of 14.62. It's actually not bad confirmation in terms of volume and delta percent, but something that was lacking for me, this is also the 7,000 level right here, just to let you guys know. Something that was lacking for me was that this fell short of the level. I need for my breakouts to happen after the level is broken. Sometimes confirmation will come before the level is broken, but the only times I really do that is if confirmation is super strong, like this volume node is, or this volume is glowing, delta percent is somewhere between 15 to 20%. What else? When the confirmation is super strong, we have a strong P shape with a lot of imbalances that are stacked, right? That, or if we're playing a zone, so like a supply zone, a demand zone, I'll sometimes take it when we're inside the zone and we don't completely break through it, right? So looking at these three circles right here, these were the potential areas of my trades that I was going to take, but I ended up not taking. And they're circled because they show buying absorption. This doesn't happen naturally. I actually draw the circle myself when I'm trading. So the first attempt at the trade was a 9,000 volume with 5.18 delta. To me, that is not enough confirmation, as well as the candle finishing under the absorption, right? That's why it's absorption, because price was not able to follow through and finish. Yeah, so that was the first attempt. I held off, price also held, and we had a second attempt here to the upside. Imbalances and a P shape. But the problem with this trade was that price was not able to close above the P, right? We closed. Let me do it in red. Not above, but we closed below the P, right? In that case, to me, that is also a sign of weakness, as well as volume and delta percent is just not aggressive enough. Once again, held off. We create higher lows, more absorption, sell off aggressively. And after this sell off, I actually thought that we would fully reverse, right? I thought that this level we were faking out, price gets faking out, whatever people's stops get taken, whatever people call that, and then we saw an aggressive sell to the downside. Look at this, 12,000 volume with 17% delta. I thought this was a reversal, but price ended up holding here. And price ended up holding here. So I was like, okay, cool. We still have an attempt at this long if price is able to break properly. Here, low volume, we don't really have much. Next and final attempt was on this candle right here. Again, we have a P shape, which is great for my breakout. Volume lacking, delta percent lacking. Most importantly, the candle is just not able to close above or into the P at least. Like, I at least needed to close like above that aggressive selling, right, to show that there is buying strength, but we're not able to. And you know, our patience paid off today. Patience paid off, and price ended up reversing to the downside. Kind of consolidated up here for a while, and then we went lower. So yeah, that is my trading day. That is why I didn't take a trade today, and I'm glad I didn't. Especially for the eval, I realized that a lot of people are just saying that you should really be taking A+ setups. I think that's in general for trading, but I think more so for evals, like just take A+ setups and risk a little bit heavier, and I've been trying to do that. So hopefully, maybe we can take a trade tomorrow, maybe we don't, but that is going to be it for the day. Thanks for watching.